After leaving McGrath, teams are greeted by a welcome sight. 234 miles north in the village of Ruby, the fast, flat terrain of the frozen Yukon River.
Morning.
First out of McGrath, Mark McKenna and rookie Alan Hill are the first to arrive in Ruby. But Scott Fale and Eric Quam have kept pace, just 1 minute behind.
Obviously, I took it too easy. We left Ophir, you guys weren't there.
Yeah.
I mean, we were crawling.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to be rude, but I figured I bet Quam would rather I lead right here.
There's going to be some carnage in there. I mean, we had a good pace, but if we went any harder in there, we were going to tear equipment up.
Scott Davis and Aaron Bartel are third into Ruby, just 37 minutes behind the leaders after a challenging ride.
I think I know what's wrong.
You want to put a new belt on yours?
We can try it, see if it does anything.
Because mine's running good.
All right, let's do it real quick.
Iron Dog riders must be skilled in speedy mechanics. Races can be won or lost repairing and maintaining snowmobiles. On the trail, riders can only get assistance from other active racers. For Davis and Bartel, it's a quick fix, and then on to the fast, flat Yukon River toward the village of Galena. Nightfall in Ruby. The challenging trail has tested even top Iron Dog teams. Mike Morgan and Chris Olds were third out of McGrath, but they don't want to be here. The trail has battered their equipment, costing them nearly 3 hours on the leaders, and the clock is ticking. But their race isn't over yet. Adapt and overcome, simply part of the Iron Dog. The 2015 Iron Dog heads for the coastal village of Unalakleet. With the lead pack tightening, the race is far from decided. Still in second place, Scott Davis is riding injured from 2 crashes earlier in the race, but he's not giving up the chase just yet.
You all right, AJ?
After refueling, they push through Ruby, ready and waiting to take advantage of any mistake by the leaders, Fale and Quam.
In the 1990s, the Odom Corporation consolidated its operations to focus on its core business, beverages. Today, the Odom Corporation is one of Alaska's largest companies and the biggest beverage distributor in the state. And from its roots in Alaska, the Odom Corporation has expanded into the Pacific Northwest with major operations in Oregon, Washington, and Idaho. It's still a family-run business, now overseen by Milt's sons, John, Bill, and Jim, and still using Milt Odom's business model of building strong relationships with customers and meeting their needs. Here's how it works today. The warehouse is a very busy place. Tons of beverages from all over the world are brought here to be consolidated for shipment to the customer. In this computer-controlled environment, every item is carefully tracked and organized, from a pallet of soda to a 12-pack of beer. That way, when an order is placed, everything can be quickly located and prepared for shipment.
McGrath is an isolated community on the Kuskokwim River, not connected by road to any other town. Many people here grow their own produce, get fish from the river, and hunt wild game. Peter Snow has lived in McGrath all his life, and like his neighbors, depends on moose to feed his family.
Moose is really important to people here because this is the price of meat and stuff. You get one moose and it's probably like dressed out and everything else, 800 pounds of meat. You figure that, it's a lot of money. So when the moose season comes around, people depend on that. A lot of people can't buy fresh meat at the store. They haven't got jobs that sustain that. So in order to get a moose, you go out and get one, and it fills the freezer up. So you get your fish and your vegetables from the garden, and then you get the wild game your moose, or whatever, other rabbits and stuff like that. It helps a lot. People who never lived out here, they don't understand what it means to people here to get a moose and put the stuff in the freezer and have that feeling.
Are you ready to eat, Deb?
Yeah, we're due for a fresh moose here pretty soon. We got probably, month's worth of meat left, and that's it.
Yeah.
Gotta get a moose this year.
There's something about it when you get your meat resources right from the woods and stuff that really makes you feel wholesome and stuff. You go out and get your moose, put it in your freezer, and there's a feeling about it. You don't really feel owned to people over it. It's there because God gave it to us. We're using it, but it's meat on the table and part of my lifestyle.
Jesus.